Okay, so, so I missed the beginning. So to open, or to pin to get a discussion into your thing, let's open the YouTube. Okay, so this is a hilarious video. What does the fox say? You go down to the share.
Hurry into the JC Pen.
Go down to the share, and you don't. Some of them have, like, you do not want the embed code. I wasn't here when you guys use Angel, but I've heard that there's been a lot of confusion around that. A link versus an embed. You want the link. You want the first thing that pops up, which is just the URL. Copy that, and then you can go back into your classroom, create a new discussion. Say what you want to say about it. Discuss. Ask a question. Whatever. Then should be able to paste. And save. And if everything's working correctly, this should embed it within your discussion. So it'll be in here. I think it takes a minute to load up. Well,
I have a question
Yeah.
about. So I love the YouTube clips because they seem to work nicely and embed automatically. And I'm having trouble with my Integrity links. If I get an embed code and I go to switch views and embed it, it just never. I haven't gotten it to work.
Okay.
Canvas, and I don't know what's going on with that. And I've tried like different browsers, and it just doesn't, like, it's nothing. The page comes up blank. So then I wind up just putting it in as a link, which I know works okay. But
That's actually, so I learned this yesterday. They have switched to like using links. So yeah, the embed code again kind of screws things up. And you can link it within a discussion, which the student will click, and it will take them and just open up a new window with Integrity Video in it. Or if you want to embed it, I think when you go into add a new page. I'm like very new in Canvas. Pages, modules.
Welcome to our world.
Create a module. So you can add your video as an external URL, and even when you're doing Integrity Video, you enter the URL here, and it. Maybe I should like find. Well, same concept, and it will just open it up in its own window. It'll embed it for you.
Okay.
So, and so the YouTube thing to download and get those embedded is the link that I sent. I use two. So here's this one I find very easy, and this one's if you want a whole YouTube video saved from that. And I'll post these on Yammer. Again, you just give it the URL of the YouTube video and download it. And that puts it on your computer. Then you can put it in your course and it will never disappear for you.
So you should download it so it doesn't matter where it's actually sitting on the network as long as you provide the...
Well, Canvas, you can upload content to. So what I would say is like download it so that it's on your computer, and then upload it to Canvas,
Oh, I see.
like you would upload a Word document
see.
or a
I see.
JPEG
Okay.
or something. Yeah.
Now, will this stay even if the person who created the YouTube takes it down from YouTube?
Uh-huh. Once you have downloaded it, it's like it's yours. It's
But if they get rid of the computer that it linked, does that matter?
that.
'Cause we're about ready to kind of go through a big computer. They're getting rid of a lot of old
Yeah.
computers, so you may come to your office one day and a
Your
brand new
computer's
computer's
gone.
sitting there. And sometimes they do this without telling you.
What? Here's what should happen. Once you upload stuff into Canvas, it should be there.
Okay.
It should live there so that even if like
Okay.
whatever physically happens,
Sure.
the file is kind of in the cloud,
I see.
Oh.
Okay, good.
which is nice because then you can just keep these
Right.
quarter after quarter. The other tool that I've used is this converter, clip converter. And I find that this one takes a lot longer, which is frustrating because, of course, they want you to pay to use their premium service. But what it does do, that the other one doesn't, is you pick your format. So let's go with like an MP4, because that can play on like iPads. And you don't have to convert the whole thing. So you could start at this video, we're going to have to listen to the advertising.
Fall sale. Doorbusters this Friday, 3 p.m. to Saturday.
You can pick where you want it to start and stop. So if you're watching something that's an hour long, but there's like 10 minutes that you really want your students to see, you just pick.
So you can get rid of the ads.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to like 30 seconds to a minute. Just add right here their time code. So hours, minutes, seconds. So we want to start at 30 seconds. And we want to go to 1 minute.
And you can't do that in the other one? Say from that, you can't do that?
Not that I've found. The other one's super fast, and this one takes a while. And I've had it stall out too, and then you have to like go back and redo it, which is also a pain. But it allows you to do this, which is kind of. So yeah, click download. Hey, you're going to pay extra money. No. Oh no, continue. Sorry, not that long. So then it does its stuff, checks it.
I'm just wondering too with what was just coming up about using images. Like if you're pulling a video clip and then you're downloading the clip, so you're no longer taking them to the website that lists the author or the user. I just am wondering if there's a way to credit, or if we should be keeping track of.
It would be awesome to do that, yes.
Like maybe including the original link, or
Or like a citation to the
Yeah, yeah.
No?
You could totally do that, or in your discussion when you're, this video by so-and-so, or
right.
a clip from this movie, however you would kind of normally cite it. So this one lets you pick the size. You want it huge, do you want it whatever.
Do you have a recommendation about which size for like on browsers?
I think the standard quality is okay. If you want, the nicer it is, the bigger file it is, the longer it takes.
Right.
I mean, it's those variables.
Right.
Right. So then it doesn't. We don't need to watch that all happen. Okay, so that's kind of some YouTube stuff. The other thing I wanted to show you guys is sort of what the different things that I can help provide you in your classroom that's kind of individualized to you guys. So I brought in three little videos that I've made since starting here. The first one is an ad for a sociology class. Erica Dixon came in and she kind of wanted ideas for video for her class. And she said, I really hope the class goes, it's 15 minimal enrollment and I have 10 students. And I thought, your class is awesome. you should be getting more students than that. Like, I think you just need to get the word out, and not only to people on campus, but to people in the community. So let's do a really short video. We produced this together in about a week. Luckily, her topic is something that's very visual, so it was pretty easy to do. And I think within 2 weeks she had 22 students. So, and once it's posted on the SPSTC YouTube channel, she can then send that link. She's having a guest speaker, so she sent it to that organization. I was like, you can send this to restaurants, you can send this wherever, so that it really gets out into the community. I think video is a great medium for that. So I'll just show you this really quickly.
Sociology here at South Puget Sound since 1995. For the last 2 quarters, I've been doing a sabbatical research project where I've been studying the social and cultural context of food. And a big part of this project is that I'm developing a class on food and society. What we'll be looking at in our class.
So we worked in we just started with a studio interview with the background. And then I used that as kind of the basis for what the visuals were. So we went out to a farm, one of the farms she worked at for the farm footage. These are just magazines that I have, a local bakery. But the ability to just pair up some visuals with her voice was not as a talking head.
So even at 3 years old, he's being socialized to understand that food is a big part of celebration. Food is a really big part of ritual. So we'll study ritual family and holidays. What does it mean to have a holiday dinner? What roles do people take on during that holiday dinner? What's the significance of it? Where does that food come from? What's the commodity chain? Who's worked in that food system to be able to get us the food that we have, that we enjoy on our plate? We'll study not only food as personal identity, group identity, family identity, we'll study food as part of a social construction. So how is it that food is actually constructed to take on gendered meanings, to take on social class meanings? How is it that food also has become a big entertainment industry? So how many of you watch the Food Network? What's your favorite show? How many of you know what Chopped is or know who Guy Fieri is? Another big part that we're going to study is the food justice movement. One of the, I think, really exciting things is to have a guest speaker from GRUB come in to the class. And GRUB is a local Olympia-based organization who has been really successful with social change. And so we will have them come in as guest speakers. You get to learn some real-life examples. So I really look forward to a thought-provoking quarter. A lot of good examples. I'm really excited about it, and I'm wanting students to bring as many examples to the table as.
Nice.
It's really nice.
And then we won't watch all of the next one. So, but so we often use Tegrity to record your lectures. I had somebody come in with a PowerPoint, and she wanted something just a little bit more dynamic. So I basically had her give the PowerPoint presentation in front of the background in the studio and just kind of lit it and recorded it. And then she sent me the slides from the PowerPoint, and I put them together. So it's essentially her PowerPoint, but it allowed her to give an introduction, and it allowed at different times during the presentation for her face to be seen. It was from a meeting that she wasn't going to be able to be in. And in the training that we had last week, there was a lot of discussion about student engagement with online courses and that kind of connection with the teacher. And I think, not that we want to do this with every presentation, but it's a nice way to kind of give that connection to the students when you're doing something like a PowerPoint where they could conceivably never see your face. And I think it turned out well, and I think it turned out better than just having a disembodied voice. Just added a little bit of music.
Jennifer Tuya, Director of Institutional Research. Michelle asked me to present some information regarding adult basic education and student achievement and how those two are related. And really what happens to our students when they enter the adult basic education program, how far do they get.
Like,
the methodology that I chose
this was less than half an hour
use for this report
in the studio.
is
And I
gathering
produced it in
students
probably
who have
another
that
hour,
what is their
hour and a
maximum
half. So
transcript a year.
as a
And I
time
took all those
commitment, it's not
students.
huge. I
And
think
then I
sometimes that
said, where
intimidates
did
people
they
with
start
video.
in the ABE ladder? And a student who started in ABE 41, 42, 43, 44, 53, 54, 63, 64. And it was easiest to divide those into tiers. Basically, tier 1, 41, 42, those at the lowest level of adult basic education, 43 and 44, which is tier 2, and then the 50s and 60 ABE students I identified as tier 3. So I have my group of where the students started at the ABE level that they started at, and what year did they leave in. And at that point, what was their cumulative momentum? And when I say cumulative momentum, I'm referring to the Student Achievement Initiative, and we're
So
going to
you
learn
kind
a
of
lot
get
more about.
you get the idea of what I was trying to do.
Awesome.
It is awesome.
So, you know, I teach an online class, and I've been really reluctant to go video me. So I kind of like this a lot, and especially the idea of having like the talking head for just a little short time, but then other tools. It's a math class. So what other tools besides PowerPoint could you use to kind of bring content in? And especially something where I wouldn't need to have to be bugging you all the time, something maybe I could do on my own. Maybe after a little bit of instruction or help.
So have you used Tegrity yet?
I have not.
Okay, Tegrity is like the simplest tool that we have on Canvas for you guys to create your own content.
But it's not polished like this, though.
Not at all.
No.
No.
It's
And that's
not
what I'm
super
looking for. I'm looking for
polished.
something that's polished. Huh?
It's not super polished.
No.
And you can't edit. It's
Right.
limited editing.
Right,
Very
and,
limited.
and I know that, you know, a lot of instructors are using Tegrity and the whiteboard to, and that's horrible. I mean, it's just horrible. I mean, it just doesn't work. And that's one of the reasons why I have not done it.
Not
Just
done it?
because it's just, I would probably quit my job. I'm not kidding. Because it would just look so horrible. So I like this. I like the idea of kind of the polished nature of it and the kind of using other things like the PowerPoint to bring in like a little instruction and then something, I don't know what, but some tool to kind of demonstrate, especially with math-oriented, real
Yeah.
visual, you know, equation manipulations, things like that. So I'm wondering what other things besides PowerPoint, along, you know, following that model, that idea, where you have the video and you intersperse in the video these other tools, like something dynamic, Flash oriented. I know Flash is out of the door, but
Oh.
something of that nature. I don't know. That's my master.
Let me look into that.
So this is exciting to me. This is kind of what I've
Okay.
been waiting for.
Good.
So this is going to be the year, I think, that I jump, and
Yeah.
I'm really going to need your help with it, I think. But I want to be able to. I'm better by myself.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what I mean? I don't want to. I feel like I'm imposing on people if I have to kind of come to you every minute and say, okay, now I want to do this, and I want to learn how to do it myself and be able to do it myself with tools that we have
Right.
here. So to do something like this, is this something? Is this like just professional and that's it? You can't.
Well,
you don't have the
kinda-
tools. You don't have the know-how.
Yeah.
It's a learning, too steep a learning curve for you know what I mean?
I mean,
I think
if you were
it
doing a
kinda-
whole class, math class, using this, wouldn't he be in the studio all the time?
Yeah, that's what I guess that's what I'm
Right.
Which I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I think there are a bunch of different levels. So you could do something like this, kind of probably with a webcam, even using Tegrity. But then again, you're not going to get like. So she's in the studio. She's well lit. She's got a
Right.
mic. She's got good audio. Depending on how comfortable on the computer you are, and so I'm a Mac person. I know. Like, I didn't even know how to open a tab on this, but like iMovie is pretty simple to edit.
I feel like I'm pretty confident on the,
Yeah.
on the PC platform.
So getting an app or something that there are a ton of, you know, even on the iPad that you could use. to edit short little videos together and export them. For instance, iMovie, you can export directly to YouTube. It sizes it for you. It does automatic transitions, so you have nice fades. You can drop things in and out. You can do basic edits on the audio, bring it up, bring it down, drop in a music track.
This is all in YouTube?
This is on the iMovie,
Oh,
or like
iMovie.
on the iPad. So that may be a tool you could check out from the library.
And iMovie, is it easy to like do screen capture? Like if I wanted to play around with that for like kind of going back and forth between me talking and some
screen capture.
Yeah, is it? No.
That's probably not easy. We're still working on getting the iPads hooked up to Tegrity. Actually, that's something we started tackling this week, so that professors can, when they're doing stuff, get that recorded onto Tegrity.
Is there, what's the advantage of using Tegrity? It doesn't seem like a very good tool.
I think it's really useful if you want to just really quickly
Right. For lecture capture.
And,
Yeah.
and the thing is, like, I'll do the video piece of it, but then the awkward thing is you're stuck with that.
Right. That's what I mean.
You're talking the entire time, and
Right.
anytime you like wipe your nose, your students are going to see it.
Exactly.
But they can opt out, right? Integrity, like if they get sick of looking at your face, they can minimize that. And
they can speed it up.
But I guess what I'm saying is, in terms of just lecture capture, I understand that makes sense. But it seems like that it's kind of a clunky tool for other use. If you want to use, create online dynamic content, doesn't seem like Tegrity's way to go.
No, it's primarily for lecture capture.
Okay,
and
so
it's primarily
what
for,
other tools then would we have available that we could use to create like more dynamic stuff? I want to do something that I haven't really seen anywhere.
I would check out an iPad and start working in apps. And
It has to be an iPad.
it
Can't be any Android device.
It could be. I'm just saying we
I
have
see.
those for free.
No, I haven't.
But any kind of tablet, and there's a ton of apps out there that will allow you to do a lot of fairly sophisticated things simply. And I haven't played with all of them. The ones I've played with are Splice, which is a video editor, and iMovie, which is a video editor. But it's the kind of thing like, oh, I want to do this, and you could search for that, and somebody's probably made an app that can help you do that. And
Some of those, like the Khan Institute or some of those folks, I think they have some kind of maybe something you could look at in terms of.
Oh, the Khan Academy?
Yeah, Khan Academy, or that might not be the one that I.
There's a lot of open education
Yeah.
resources that have a lot of videos on that. If you're interested in knowing a little bit more about, the websites to go to, I can help you with that.
And then there's also, Canvas does have that feature where you can treat, if you're creating a page, you can treat that as the site for presentation where you incorporate like information or images and then record a little video clip of yourself.
Right.
But I don't know, I was really struggling with it over the summer where I would record myself talking for 3 minutes and I'd put it up and it would cut me off at 2:30 and I wouldn't even.
My wife does a lot of online stuff, and she has been so frustrated with Tegrity. I can't even tell you how frustrated she is, and that's another reason why I like her.
And this isn't even Tegrity. This is just in Canvas. If you're creating a page and you hit that film strip icon, it will just start recording you.
Oh, right.
But I'm curious if other people have noticed this or if it's something they're working on because it happened like at least 4 times, and I that was a good 5-minute spiel, and then I come to find out that it cut me off at 3:30.
That's not good. No. I don't know anything. I don't know about that. But
maybe I should let Rick know and see if he knows anything.
Yeah, and
because that's one of the things I love about Canvas is that it has that capability, but it's not that useful if it doesn't work really.
Yeah. Well, and another thing that I kind of wanted to tell you guys and urge you to think about is that, like, yes, it may take a long time, and maybe we wouldn't have time this quarter to produce something awesome for every class. But I think that like I really want to create really good content for you guys, and I see it as an investment. Once we do it, like we don't have to do it again and again and again and again. So
True.
maybe the first year is kind of hard, and you're building a lot of stuff, but then we have all of those files, and unless you radically change the way you teach something, we don't really have to remake the videos, you know, maybe every
Right.
5 years, or, you know, but,
I'm gonna shave my beard out.
yeah. So I feel like it's kind of a good investment. You end up spending a little more time in the beginning, but what you have is really quality material that you can keep around.
So how are we gonna access your expertise?
Email.
Just
S. Gettys, Gettys.
Is it just you?
It is just me.
Okay. You're gonna
So
be busy.
yeah, I'm gonna be busy, but I'm excited about it. So I like to be busy.
I'm excited too. I mean, this is kind of feel like this is what I've been waiting for. Is like now we have an something. You know, again, I'm not trying to put pressure on anything. Because I really want to do it myself. I don't want to have to like, okay, here's what I want to do. Do it for me. You know,
Yeah.
that's not how I roll. I mean, I really, you know, I'm going to use you and pick your brain and hopefully get to a point where I can kind of do it myself because I like to have control.
Yeah.
I like to be able to change it if I want.
Try the apps.
Okay.
I think you'll like
Yeah, I will.
that.
Yeah, that's good.
And I'll post, so I have a Yammer group called, I don't even know what it's
I'm not
called.
joining
It's like
Yammer.
media something or other.
I think I joined it.
Yeah, you did join it. And I try to post, what I try to post is like little how-to things. So I'll post the links for these converters.
Okay.
And also when I run across really interesting like little videos or like a TED Talk that I like or something that could be used in a class, I try to throw that up too. Like, hey, if you're a science teacher, here's the guy who like uses high-speed photography and shoots donuts. I mean, like crazy stuff. Drops cats. Like that's my favorite
Yeah.
one. Drops cat over
I
and over.
use that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. I'll,
Now, I've been ignoring those links to join Yammer, so how do I do that?
I think you just get on and sign up in it.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
probably a link on the homepage.
Yeah.
I did it yesterday, and it's pretty easy.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I just like, no, I don't, it's one more thing I don't.
Well, there's two other quick things that I wanted to show you guys. One was sort of another video tool that we have, which is the GoPros. You guys know what the GoPros are?
Mhm.
They're these little tiny cameras.
Wearable camera.
Wearable cameras, kind of designed for extreme sports, I think. But you can use
Just
it
so
in
like
lots of-
what we do.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Designed for education and extreme sports. And we have like the head straps and the chest straps. So I filmed a little bit. This is gonna be pretty loud. And this is speeded up, but this is on a chest strap for the fire technology students, putting out this car. But this has a couple different applications. You could use it for student assessment. You can see what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, because you're right there, obviously, with them. If you wanted your students, you know, hey, we're going to do this activity tomorrow. If you want to get a taste of what it is, here's a video from last time we did it. You know, just strap one of these on, say, a walk or whatever it is that you're doing with this, you know.
Do you have to
Tomorrow
do-
we're going to be lighting a car.
Do you have to do things like get, or what do you call it, the releases from everybody that's in the video?
I didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I mean, usually they're a little kind of antsy about student privacy.
How do we check out one of those things?
E-learning has. We have several. Yeah. And probably, well, it was Paul. That's kind of in flux. So Paul or me, if you want to email me, I could try to get one.
Because I actually emailed you about doing some of the activities in the lab.
Oh, okay.
And that would be just perfect. I could just do it myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're
So-
meeting next week, I think. So should
Yeah,
go over
we could go
ideas.
over it.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then the last thing I wanted to show you is that you can do closed captioning on your videos in YouTube pretty easily. It's something that's this is super hard for me to produce, in that, like, I tried to do one, and the determination we made was that we would need to send it out, and the departments would just have to pay for it if they wanted it not done on YouTube. But you guys can do it yourselves on YouTube, and it's pretty easy. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. So you just click on and off, and I think I just did these this morning. So these are videos that I posted. So I don't think you can change captions that are, like, you can't change other people's captions. And I also couldn't figure out a way for you to download a video unless you re-uploaded it on your own YouTube channel to recaption it.
If you're linking to stuff or embedding stuff from YouTube, is it something students could do on their own? Like, if a student had a hearing impairment, they could just set when they're watching the video, or you have to manually?
Well, so here's the thing. YouTube will do it. I did these 2 videos this morning, but it doesn't do a great job because it's voice recognition.
Right.
So here's, so I went in and edited them. Like, here's the disabled one. And you can tell, you can see on the right-hand side what it...
Jennifer Tuya, Director of Institutional Research. Michelle asked me to present some information regarding adult basic education.
So it's
and
not
student
super
achievement
accurate.
and how those two are related. And really what happens to our...
And I only did half of this video, so...
So you just directly edited there?
Yeah, so then if you wanna go back in, what I did is I just started, followed along, fix the capitalization, got rid of this thing, which is like the song. It wants to put words for the music. Go down here, you can save it. I'm going to overwrite it. And when it saves it, it makes a new, it basically gives you 2 tracks. So I activated my edited track, and that's the one that will show up. So when people click the little closed caption thing, my edited one will show up instead of the one it automatically created.
Right, okay.
As a warning, I did this on the food video. No, it wasn't the food video. It was an emergency prep video. And it started off with curse words. Like, it interpreted the music. So, yeah, always check. And edit,
And so a student could, if you're posting a YouTube link, they can get closed captions, but they might be just so, is that right? The student themselves, they could select to get closed captioning, but it might be so off that it's
It
not
might be.
useful.
It depends on if the person who put it up edited their closed captions or
Right.
not.
Okay.
So if you're posting stuff on YouTube,
Like if I
For your
posted a
class.
TED Talk, for instance,
I'm betting
they could at least try, but
Yeah.
it just might not be valuable if no one's already gone in
Yeah.
and edited it.
And I'm betting better videos have edited closed captions. Like
You would
movie
hope-
trailers.
You would hope that TED Talks would do that. But
Yeah. I mean, I guess you never know, but this also allows you to do it on stuff that you produce or that I produce. If I produce a video for you, you can go and close caption it.
Yeah.
So those are kind of all the things I wanted to show you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Any other questions, needs, brainstorms, ideas?
Just excited.
Got a lot to do.
Yeah, I didn't anticipate this to be anything but a year-long thing. I knew it. I didn't expect, well, I'm going to jump in and get it all done before this starts. So it's going to be some time. So, for sure. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
I kind of feel like this year there's so many big changes.
I know.
It's the time to get started for next year.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a process getting it all in there, but it's also nice to be able to see it kind of build.
Yes.
It feels like Canvas is going to be around for a little while too, so no longer having to migrate from them.
Right, I hope so.
Yeah.
I'm trying to learn it.